Everyone who walks through the doors at First Congregational Church of Glen Ellyn is called to be the church, to embody the Word of God in the world. Since 1862, when our first members dreamed of being a beacon of God's light, we have strived to do good for God in our community and in our world, to care for the poor, embrace diversity, fight for the powerless, and to love God with our actions.
Being the church means caring for the poor. For decades, our church's PAD shelter has opened its doors every Sunday night of the year to feed and house homeless guests with dignity.
The shelter program is just a part of what PADS does. What they're trying to do is they're trying to find a way to help people who are chronically homeless get out of the homeless state and into a more stable existence.
And we don't just provide shelter and food. Every 2 years, we sponsor a homeless family and work with them to transition into employment and home ownership in partnership with Bridge Communities, an organization that was born here in this church. And for 20 years, our high school youth have repaired dozens of homes in dozens of states. We believe that all people deserve a safe place to call home, whether it's in the mountains of Appalachia or the streets of Glen Ellyn.
Being the church means embracing diversity.
We are a church of open doors and open minds, where you are welcome with all of your doubt and all of your belief. We are a theologically progressive congregation where questions are more valuable than simple answers. We challenge people of all ages to think for themselves,
And our vibrant children's Christian education and youth ministries reach over 100 young people weekly, nurturing their spiritual development and exploring their questions. We celebrate the beautiful diversity of gender and human sexuality.
Through the Our Whole Lives curriculum, we invite young people into a sexually positive curriculum that helps them to identify and explore their own values.
The Our Whole Lives program gave a lot of opportunity to learn about sexual identity, values, and faith, and interconnect it all together, and a safe space for young people as well to talk about it. I'd say that the program let me understand who I wanted to be and helped me ask questions that maybe I hadn't considered about myself and what I wanted.
Being the church means caring for a person's spiritual and mental health. Since 1978, we've housed the Glen Ellyn Youth and Family Counseling Services here in our church, where they serve over 160 families every year.
Youth and Family Counseling Services being housed in our church was a very bold statement that the church was making, saying that not only do we value the importance of seeking support for mental health related issues, but we are going to provide a space for such counseling in our church. Being able to talk about the mental health support that was needed in the context of our faith really proved to be an important part of it all as well.
Our trained Stephen ministers provide care for our members, and our clergy staff provide hundreds of pastoral care visits, phone calls, and face-to-face meetings every year.
Being the church means coming together every Sunday to worship God.
In celebration and lamentation, in song and in word and in prayer, we prepare to worship God in the world with our actions.
How are you called to be the church?